Hey there again. I'm playing The Sinking City again. Lovecraftian horror. Regarding last video, this time I shall not struggle that much. It will all go smoothly this time. I won't spend hours upon hours because I missed on crucial gameplay mechanic. And we're back. Still wish I did not get so much damage last time because I was getting bored. Gotta get there.
What's your problem?
Are there no streets? It's this Venice. This place is clearly run down. Not only is it so wet, there's fire everywhere. Crashed cars. What's wrong with this city? Man? Really? There's fishes everywhere and he's burning a rat. Tak. Jo, no tak. Jo. Oh man. I still don't get why our guy is so calm about all this. So, where is it? CH. I feel like I know the actor. See expedition, some African film. Wow, someone seems to have kicked it.
Guess I don't need the key.
Kicked it inwards, so he broke it. Broken glass. Dangers of diving. Divers with the pens can suffer from numerous symptoms, including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing and include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. The paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time. Yeah, it's all the pressure changes. Often.
Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Yeah, like had same machine last time. But was not interesting back then, I guess. Just some random stuff. is my vision. Where is it? What's up? The fuck? Yeah, all good, but didn't wasn't the wall here? Was the wall a hallucination? Wasn't there a hole again? Alright, I'm confused. What do we have upstairs?
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
Same here. How to protect? According to our data, the places with paranormal activity have a strong previously unidentified influence on the human mind. We have prepared a list of solutions, including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives, to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, and religious symbols which are of no use, and applying these significantly valid methods of protection instead. H. Dow. That did not help. It's not a ship. It's the that would be cool Easter egg if it would be the Olympus or whatever was the name of the ship Reed crashed. Because I say he crashed it. So much regret. H. Dow, anthropologist. It's the... I know who it is now. The Auckland University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origin of Inuit tribes have added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so shed light on what may yet be to come. Well, are the Inuit tribes relevant to the whole story? Don't think so.
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
Fisherman reports. L. Sullivan and B. Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and the unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Howey. He claims he found it among numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Several locals mention a rock that rose from seabed, making the fog shine in different colors. The witnesses felt sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got severe burns after chiseling off a part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis. curious what happened later on to the stern. That's weird as
These
well.
samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Don't we all? Partially burned cargo manifest. That did not seem that important, but for some reason it was. What the? I guess I walked into the guy who broke in earlier. But where am I? What's the problem? That sounds demented. Hey, what's the problem, guys? There's those drunken fights. Fuck off. What? That's just hilarious. Está. We'll be ready.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
We don't have time to picket. Stand back. I fatah me fe I regach I dagon.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Time to figure this out.
Yeah, it's rather simple. So, I broken.
We don't have time to
Smash.
picket. Stand back.
Grab the papers, smash the rest.
They then got here,
I fatah me
and then they
fe
started
I
burning.
regach.
Burn it all. Make sure you get the adverts.
Several men broke into the expedition headquarters. What they didn't smash, they burned. The archives, even the newspapers.
Motherfucker. Well, well, well. Yeah, that's cool.
Guess this helmet's beyond repair.
Yeah, it is. Well, we know there's also some stuff collect. Now that was definitely, absolutely not a mistake on my end. It was all part of my big plan. It's a speedrun strategy actually, so I respawn closer to where I wanna get. So I can craft. But alcohol and cold springs give you first aid kit. That's very good to know. Med kit. Use it. Mind balance. The notes. Forlorn woman. This city, no matter how badly the flood damaged it, has an unnatural appeal. I can't stop myself from walking even if it means being struck by further visions. I went to the eastern part of the Salvation Harbor, near the crossing of Fitz O'Callaghan Street and Old Chute Road. It came. The feeling of loneliness and fear was immense. I was a woman locked in a room, infected and slowly rotting. My body turned into something. It itched badly in my face. I had to hold the skin with both hands to prevent it from growing until I suffocated. I ended up sitting on the road crying until some innsmouther kicked me and ordered me away. Fitz O'Callaghan Street. Orchard. Oh, a second, that's here. Well then. Number 2. Lone child. The visions are testing me, playing with my mind. My old forgotten fears come to life. When I was small I was afraid to stay alone. I thought my parents would leave and never come back. Today I went to the eastern streets of Coverside, and the visions came on this corner of St. Elmo Lane and Kingsport Street. I felt I was alone, forgotten in a locked room, hungry and frightened. It was so scared to stay inside, but everything was much worse behind the door. Something scratched in the corridor, and there were terrifying screams from outside. I could not run, could not hide. I just waited for Mom to return. Coverside, Elmo and Kingsport. We got Kingsport, we got Elmo. It was corner, wasn't it? Mirrors, mirrors. I'm afraid someone stalks me. It started when I visited Western Advent and had a vision at this intersection of Purity Road and Oak Street. I saw mirrors full of reflections, and someone dropped, trying in vain to escape. His expression of fear and panic shook me deeply. After that, a very tall and skinny man started following me in the distance. What troubles me is that I see him in the reflections, but have never caught a straight view of the stalker. I'm sure the police will mock me if I come asking for protection. Seems it is time to buy a good trustworthy gun and start to practice. It's not a good idea, 'cause smart people with guns. forgot what it was. Alright, got it. Disgusting exhalation. No matter how different my visions may be, they are always so frightening. Today it was men. He left the house in Southern Old Grove on Warwick Street, somewhere between Seaside and Hillside Streets. Our eyes met, and I immediately felt the burning exhalation, a wild torrent of emotions. I saw him among the monstrosities, touching them, embracing, kissing. The vision was so intense I bent into and threw up all my breakfast. He walked past saying something like, "Cursed newcomers," and I prayed he wouldn't stop to help. Even now when I close my eyes, I see the creatures around this man. Messed up. That means it was Southern Oak Grove. Southern Oak Grove. It was Hillside Walk, wasn't it? Next. Tonight the air forced me to leave the hotel. The putrid smell of the rotting seaweed and fish made it hard to breathe. I remember a huge apple tree and thought it may be nicer there. Moreover, I was afraid that the hotel owner would see my seizures. The visions occurred when I was a few blocks from the apple tree, walking E. Brown Street in Central Shells. I felt like I was drowning. I ran forward, and when I passed the street of St. Michael's Church, I felt the water surrounding me pressing, calling. I needed all my will to fight the desire to go to the moor and sink into its depths. Alright. Here, probably tree gonna be here. Big apple tree. Next. Static in ears. Was walking in the Lombard Street in Eastern Reed Heights when it happened again. It's not just a vision but a noise. Hissing radio static growing louder and louder. Voices from afar were lost in it, crying desperately. I tried not to show how bad it was. I was afraid to reveal it to the locals. The images came after I passed Bullock Street towards Hillock Street. The hissing flooded my mind, and I saw a man surrounded by radios, talking to them. He was dying. I felt it, and when it happened, the vision was gone. He was gone through that. He went through. Between Bullock and Hillock, wasn't it? Voices from the pipes. I'm afraid of the bathroom and kitchen sink. Each time I want to wash my hands, I tremble in fear. What if they talk to me? This began after a vision in Western Reed Heights, near the crossing of Eben Ward and Baker Streets. I saw a man, naked and covered in blood, in a room without doors or windows, surrounded by the dark holes of the pipes. He was cutting himself, piece by piece, feeding those copper mouths. They were whispering with voices, so sweet and promising but full of hunger and hatred. How could he believe them? Could he even escape? And had they noticed me? Even Warden Baker. Ward, even Ward, and Baker. Quite there. From behind, I can't help but turn around at any noise after what I saw yesterday. I walked down the Murdoch Avenue in Western Advent, and near Oak Street I was hit with an exaggerating migraine. My nose started to bleed and the visions came. I saw one man writing a letter, and another about to strike him from behind. Somehow I was both the spectator and the sitting man, but no matter how I cried out warnings or tried to move, it didn't work. It seemed I lost consciousness when the killer hit the man's head, and it took me several hours to get back to the hotel after. You're Oak Street. I'd say that's there. From behind. Next, terrible fetus. After this vision, I shake in fear at the sound of a child's cry. It happened in Western Reed Heights on Washington Street. I passed Avon Street and was heading towards Oak Street, but saw it. The thing was running so fast I didn't even understand what it was. It jumped from the window and the vision struck me immediately. I saw a man, a doctor, hiding in the room. He was writing something with a shaking hand and something like a last will. And then I saw the thing stalking him. A fetus on pointy legs, with a little face full of evil and hatred. It's shrieking. I can't forget it. That sounds horrifying. A fetus. It's gonna be like that. He passed evil and went to Oak, or the other way around. Won't remember it later anyway. Terrible fetus. In Smarter's notes. Relicar and Smarter scare me a lot. I've never seen a place with so many ill people. Their faces pursue me even in visions. Recently, I was in the northern part of Grimhaven Bay, walking down Whisper Street. I barely made it to Hubbard Avenue when the visions came. I stood among many Elsmarthers, disguised as one of them, and listened. Their leader read a story of a captain participating in pagan rites, copulating with savage witches and beasts, bringing sacrifices. I still remember his name. Urbit. Oh, it is here. Lullaby Crossroad. The day I fell asleep on the street. Sure it's connected to my vision somehow because I felt the same nausea and headache as before the strike. It happened in Coverside, near the corner of Town Street and Old Church Road. I felt dizzy and my mouth was full of bittersweet taste. I saw a woman with kind eyes, giving me a dream and whispering something. Immediately after that I fell asleep and spent nearly half the day lying in the dirt like a hobo. It's a miracle no one stole anything from me. Guess here. Here it is. Pocket notes. The hotel owner allowed me to look through the weird notes he found in his rooms of disappeared newcomers. Among them I found several pages from the diary of a man describing his life in Oakmont. He suffered from visions and marked the places where they happened. Was trying to avoid them. Alright, lost at sea. Partially burned cargo manifest. Oh yeah, I read that. The village headquarters. Several men with Innsmouth syndrome broke into the expedition headquarters and destroyed everything inside. They burned most of the expedition archives, scientific research, interviews with locals, fraud and car manifests, even clippings of newspaper advertisements. Burn newspapers. The expedition archive is lost, but I still have clues to follow up on. They left the city on a flyer from Grimhaven Bay. They might be recent postings or ads about the friar there in the Oakmont Chronicles. That's where I'm going next. Alright. To the other. Alright. What you read?
Watch yourself. The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
Alright, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland.
Sure.
Oh, absolutely. We know that you're the private eye who solved the case, but tell our readers something more about yourself.
I'm a former Navy diver. Served on the USS Cyclops, and well, after the war, I found myself in Boston. I've been a private eye ever since.
Oh, a brave sailor. Well, I imagine you'll get accustomed to local life easily. We have plenty of water around here. Maybe we'll have the chance to work together later. Who knows? And now the big question. Why are you here? What brought you to Oakmont?
I've been investigating disappearances all around Massachusetts. The missing people all seem to have ended up here for some reason.
The mystery of the newcomers. And you want to know why they're here? Well, they aren't very forthcoming about it. And it doesn't help that most of them aren't thinking straight, to put it mildly. I think that's enough for now. I can't give the readers too much all at once. Thank you for your interview, Mr. Reed.
My pleasure.
wanted
Maybe
to
I'll
say
do
that.
something interesting enough to make the papers again. You never know.
Precisely what I wanted to say.
See you
My
later.
pleasure.
Stay safe.
Yeah. Alright. Let's get to work. Chose the wrong basis, got mad, went on to brute force it, after which I just figured it out. Become heaven bay. That's just stupid if that works. Alright. Wrong evidence, I guess. Ship fraud advertisement. The 30-ton ship Titania is currently available for hire. You will find it fully equipped for transport as well as the aiding of underwater ventures and exploration, of course, for the price of 70 rifle bullets or the equivalent thereof per week. Those interested are urged to contact Captain Jeremiah Sanders for contracting details. He can be found at Pier 3, Oakmont Port, Creamhaven Bay. Yeah, I think I know the guy who was telling me to get off his darn ship. Alright. Alright. Boom shakalaka. I don't know what she did. Man, it's moldy. What you working on? Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you got no paper. Maybe she's training typing. Ooh. Cool photo. Nothing to be found here. So that go. Let's get the double. Guess I got to run. What? I saved you.
Thank Kay. At last. Hey, help. Help.
What's going on?
Sea creatures swarmed over the piers. I hid here, but these walls won't stand up to them. Please help me.
What creatures? What are you talking about?
Wild beasts. They came to feast on the blood. They're eating the dead.
I'm looking for Captain Sanders. Is he here in the port? Did the creatures get him?
I saw Sanders. Help me. I'll tell you what I know.
I'll tell you anyway. I would help you anyway.
The mayor's cursed these days.
Now this is going to be some of the best shooting you've ever seen. I'm like a robot. Yeah, no guys, let us hit that replay. Oh.
I've dealt with the creatures. Now, tell me about Sanders.
We got back several hours ago. Those things, they came because of him.
What happened on the Titania?
It was horrible. A damn massacre. I heard the shots. I went out. I saw the whole thing. Sailors bleeding, dying. Blood hit the water, and then, well, then the wild beasts came to feast.
This Sanders. What kind of man is he?
Newcomer. He seemed like a decent guy. Okay, Captain. Treated his crew well.
I gotta find Sanders. Where is he?
Saw him get away. Just after the shooting. Ran for the pier. Didn't see where he went after that.
Did you see anyone else from the expedition?
No. Only Sanders. I'd bet my life no one else made it back.
Tempting.
They emptied every chamber. Still stinks of burnt powder. Shot dead. Point blank. Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man. Gotta be out of your head to do this to a man.
It's alright, it's alright.
This would be a weird artifact in any collection. Cape Cod. There were marks here, but they've been erased. They were in high spirits, and plenty of them were drinking. There were marks here.
Time for charter control. Captain Jeremiah Sanders hereby agree to take on board my vessel, Titania, any persons designated by Robert Throckmorton and the cargo detailed in the attachment manifest, as well as to provide them with any and all necessary assistance up to and including depth measurements, as well as diving support for underwater exploration and marine life observations. aforementioned services will take place in confidential locations in Court Bay. Afterwards, the Titania will provide transport for all passengers to the Oakmont port. Compensation will be 70 bullets.
Here, but they've been erased.
That's me. Well.
You can't take me! Eat this!
Go an axe, I guess.
To the mayor with you! Die! Die!
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me we ain't allowed rum?
Let's get a handle on what actually happened here.
Seems straightforward.
No more drink. All we've seen. And you telling me
To the mayor with you! You can't take me! Eat this!
For whatever reason, the crew went berserk. Only one man got away.
It's hospital time. Nice bike. Another one. Oops. There we go. What the? Yo. Yo, dude.
Stop it.
What's wrong with? That's just weird. This place is crazy.
Find something you like. Cheaper than the rest.
I would like.
Patient or visitor? Hold on. Let Dr. Grant guess. A visitor. Though you are a bit pale, you don't have a headache, do you?
The usual. Nothing to write home about.
Ah, a chronic headache sufferer. Fascinating. By coincidence, I was studying Helminth and their role in illness before the flood. Did you know that all of us are infected by Helminth? Your headaches could indicate that they have infested your brain.
That's news to me, Doc. Sounds serious.
May I suggest you become a subject in my experimental medical program?
Very quite tempting, but
Oh, what a pity. It seems as though your brain is already too damaged by the Helminth for rational thought.
I'm looking for a man. Just checked in. Cut up pretty bad.
I've got a trauma unit full of patients like that, sir.
Okay, this might ring a bell. My guy has a deep axe wound in his shoulder.
Sir, I really don't have time for rifling through paperwork, but you're welcome to take a look at our archives if it means that much to you.
It looks like hard work in these conditions. You need a hand?
Well, yes, actually, but it may result in close contact with the wiles. Is that going to be a problem?
I'm prepared to face men and beasts alike. Count me in.
Ah, I can see it in your eyes. Well, I have taken it upon myself to study the wild beasts, but need more data to confirm two of my hypotheses. One concerns the multi-handed creatures, and the other the vomiting humanoids.
Those hideous wretches seem almost human. But what could turn one into such a monstrosity?
Jim Bells, a patient of mine, was admitted to hospital with symptoms resembling cholera, but he turned into one of those things. Incredible. Here's the address. Find out what happened.
What have you found out about the multi-handed beasts?
One of my patients saw them in his nightmares before the flood. I can't visit him, but he must know something. Here's his address.
Bye.
intriguing. Wounded Sanders. Patience. Is in the surgery. Oh, there we go. Rick Crowley. That's left shoulder.
Be safe. We don't have any free beds left.
What happened to you, mister?
Pete. Explosion. Fishing with dynamite. Hurts talking.
I'm sorry. Well, get better soon.
I believe that.
Let me rest.
Oh, my stomach. I ain't never eaten leeches ever again, no sir.
Why would you even?
Let me rest.
Scratch me. Please, please, just here. This itching is driving me insane.
I try to help. Can't.
Yeesh. What happened to your shoulder?
Some psycho in a bar brawl. Gun came out, he clipped me good in the shoulder. Something I can help you with?
I'm just looking for someone. Captain Sanders.
Captain Sanders. Never heard of him. I'm Joseph Willow. You should probably look somewhere else.
That's funny. The records say you were admitted for an axe wound, just like a certain Captain Sanders got in the port massacre. Spill.
Oh, to the depths with it. Who sent you?
I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Yeah, well, first tell me who you are.
Charles Reed, Private Eye. Throgmorton wants to know what happened to his lost expedition.
So Throgmorton came looking at last. I knew someone like you would find me sooner or later.
I think it'd be an understatement to say your expedition met with disaster.
There are things that should never be found, Mr. Reed. I only wish I'd known that then. Maybe they'd still be alive. The scientists, my crew. None of them deserved what happened to them.
Did you know Albert Throgmorton made it to shore?
Albert survived? Is he here?
No. He didn't make it. He's dead as the rest. Murdered in the port. But what about the others?
I don't know. My crew left them down there, underwater. I ordered a rescue attempt, but they threatened mutiny.
You've got a good reason for leaving the expedition to die, right?
You weren't there. Day after day on that ship, it was a horror, Mr. Reed. We saw things. Not one of us dared sleep. It was an expedition into cursed waters. Mark my words.
I was on the Titania before I came here. It seems you were all hitting the bottle pretty hard. Why?
To stop them from rioting. To save them from despair. After those dives, anyone would turn to drink.
So, the diving did a number on your crew. But what happened in the port?
I don't know. They were calm until we docked, and then they lost it. And many good men lost their lives.
What were you looking for underwater?
The cause of all this. The stones, the flood, the monsters. The scientists found cracks on the seabed. They were working on some theory of how it connected to the madness.
The ocean floor splits open and that means hysteria on land. Really?
We spent days over the cracks. We heard things. Saw things looking back at us.
Tell me what happened on the last dive.
We had a system. The divers go down, then come up at a prearranged time. But not one surfaced that day. In the end, I sent a team to check. They returned with Albert, but all were half mad with fear.
Could you take me out to where the last dive took place?
No. You can't follow them, Mr. Reed. It's suicide. Worse than suicide.
I'm a Navy diver, Captain. And with all due respect, I'm not afraid of boogeymen.
I don't care. I'm not taking you there. And besides, you'll never follow them without proper equipment.
Where's the logbook from the Titania?
Well, I had it with me, but I was all out of it by the time I got here. I remember the surgery ward. When I came round, my things were gone.
Do you know where I can get a good diving suit?
My men got theirs from a local factory. If you're that bullheaded, I'll write down the address.
Get better soon.
Guess hallucinogenics. Ship's log. Titanium. Gun accident placed. Crew complaining of noises and no sleep. Fish behaving strangely. March 22nd. Reached there. Crew reporting hallucinations. March 23rd. March 20th. No, March 23rd. Disturbed rum, hopefully it will distract them. March 23rd. Found air pocket in the caverns near the Devil's Teeth, close to the city. Scientists discovered walls, ancient walls. Asked for crates with tools. March 24th. Sent Tate and Miles down to investigate after surfacing deadline passed. Tate and Miles return with only Arthur Throgmorton, who is now completely unhinged. His madness, disturbing, unsettling. The crew dragged Albert to a lifeboat, tried to stop them, resulted in mutiny. Gonna buy some diving gear. Or die trying. What for?
You're the man who handled the problems in the port. Seemed like a sharp sleuth. Want to make something on the side?
You pay, I work. What's the job?
Ah, a fellow businessman. I'm Vincent, but you can call me Vince. First task is to find the ship's log for the Pride.
Charles Reed. A few questions, if I may.
Sure.
Why are you looking for a ship log?
Maybe I'll tell you when the job is done. Right now, you don't need to know.
In my line of work, You don't get far without appreciating the need for privacy. I understand. What can you tell me about the Pride? I'm gonna need somewhere to start.
Mostly rumors. The captain was an exemplary patriot. Always had a flag with him. His last shipment may have been chemicals in metal barrels.
It could be resting on the seabed 1,000 miles away. What makes you think it can be found?
I wouldn't waste my money on you unless I had hope. Local drunkards say they saw the barge on the sunken road near the fish market.
Good. I'll check the place and bring you the Pride's ship log if it's still there. See you later.
Getting distracted by side quests. What's going on? I don't know. What do we have here? Absolutely nothing.
This wouldn't even hold air for a minute.
Oh, come on, looks fine to me. Where's the cable though? Anyway. I'll check upstairs first.
I'm not trusting my life to a rusty suit.
All of it's rusty, man. It's 12:50. Seems broken. Don't know where I'm holding it. Got in deep pockets. Guess I need to go there. Well, that was fast. Maybe I should just follow the lines.
This stone isn't natural. Could it be a statue?
Possibly. Could be a statue. Come on. Stay sane, right? That's just hallucinations. There's nothing there. Keep walking. Not gonna make sense. I did not move. That was stupid.
The scientists didn't even take their tools with them.
I think he thinks he's a bunny.
Gods lean over us. Gods crawl in us. Gods who have marked me as their aphid.
The suits are all cut up. A ritual knife and a cult sign. I think I better show Mr. Throckmorton.
Sancta Mare, be our eyes, eyes to see the...
Hark, he comes! The sacred full-bellied bearer of splendor. Take me, make me, I beg you.
Bearer of what? Who are you talking to? What happened?
Our eyes. First, second, third, opened by the aura. You see much, yet do not see the splendid shell of the white virgin here sleeping.
Cut the horse crap. Give me a straight answer.
Nonsense. But it is meaning that is meaningless. Open yourself. Walk. Listen. Pray. Wake. You holy worm. Take his skin and skull for your home. Take my worship and grant your kindness. I pray you.
Clearly went mad.
Perfectly preserved artifact. Was it the focus of their worship?
Forget him! Get the seed and the seal now!
Okay. What? It's shivering. This... no! Get away from me!
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
I think I'm starting to get the picture.
Yeah, I think that was the first.
We enter the temple the moment they take the key seal. Get ready to cut up their diving suits.
Okay. What? It's shivering.
Forget him! Get the seed and the seal now!
The expedition found an artifact that drove them mad. Then, the Innsmouthers stole it and the professor in one go.
Got it. Ensmarters ambushed the expedition on the seabed in the caverns they had discovered. They waited until Professor Doe took the artifact and then attacked. The attackers seized the professor and the object, leaving the remainder of the expedition to their fates. Nice. No. The Insmarters plot. The Insmarters knew the artifact, knew the truth about this madness. They needed the artifact and Harriet, the one who took it. Seems like the Insmarters know more than they let. I said there's already mad people on the surface. Got saved, honestly. Emo. Cause what, let me guess. If I go to here and I change it to abandon, save. The outbreak of madness in the Titania was caused by Albert's presence. The crew exiled him on the lifeboat to stop it. Mar was source of this madness. Albert Throckmorton was the source of the madness that made the Titania crew kill one another. I have to save the expedition. I must tell Robert where the survivors are and start searching for Harriet. Yeah, it's probably this infectious, and I probably should leave them if I don't want it to spread, but honestly, the madness is already at the surface. No point leaving people here. If there will be a cure to this madness, then why leave them to die? Very intriguing place. Yes. Oh no. That's definitely This is a statue. Now what could it be statue of? Wings, octopus bird, hands, legs. I think I might have some idea. Oh, that is better lighting. There we go. Well, I think I'll finish for now. Been in quite a while already. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So that will be it for now. I did get a bit lost, but at least I didn't struggle as much. Quite almost did not struggle at all. I wonder how much the choices I'm making matter in grand scheme of things. But we will see. It is all a bit insane what's happening. But yeah, that will be it. See ya.